Does it take you a long time to go from soft to hard? You don't know me, but I play a doctor on YouTube. And with a simple operation, we'll have you up and going in no time.
So let's see how fast we can switch it.
All right. Done. I missed.
Oh, you missed it.
How am I supposed to get I got sold out by the boss.
Moto adventures is on the road.
I am here to introduce a really cool product. And for those of you that have a problem shifting from soft bags to tins, you're gonna really like this.
Most of us spend a lot of time maintaining, customizing, and cleaning our motorcycles. I would argue these are probably the most expensive toys most of us actually own. So what happens if you're in a parking lot and somebody backs up and nails your bike and knocks it over and scratches it up and dents the handlebars and you can't even ride home? Or worse, you're riding home and they run you off the road and there you are laying in a ditch. What we recommend is that you contact our friend Rick Stewart at scmotolawyer.com. I'm going to put his information up, and I recommend that you screenshot it with your phone so that you have this information, because you know an accident happens like you're not expecting it. So you need to have his contact information with you. Rick is an amazing guy, an amazing lawyer, and he's an amazing motorcycle advocate. I recommend that you call him if you have any trouble. scmotolawyer.com, Rick Stewart.
So what you got for me, Mark?
Well, I got what's the results of being very, very frustrated. Using the Moscow Motor system now, to be very honest, they're very good people. I know them very well. I can call them friends, and they know about this project. One day, not so long ago, I was in this garage. It was about 95 degrees, and I was trying to swap out bags. I wanted to go from hard to soft, just to go camping. It was the part that got me was to change out the wedges, and the wedges are simply that piece right there. So there's eight C clamps to a bike, 4 to a side. And by the time you take them all off and put them back on, you're just blowing time. And I had friends waiting for me up the road, so the whole thing went across the room, and I left with just a duffel bag on the back of my bike. That was it. I'm like, I'm done, you know, and I camped naked, I think, that night, you know, with no tent or anything. It was nice and summer.
Cowboy camping.
Exactly. So when I got back, I said, well, wouldn't it be nice if you could swap seamlessly between the two? So I took it upon myself to, I'm going to give you this, Steve, to take that. I'm going to step back here for a second and grab the can and say, well, abracadabra, voila, and all that stuff. We have a billet aluminum bracket that is designed after the bracket on the Moscow Moto stuff. So it will seamlessly transfer right on. So it's
Pretty cool, guys.
30 seconds or less to swap out your panniers, and all you got to do is pack them.
What an awesome idea.
And I think a lot of people appreciate not sitting on the ground, unbolting the wedge, bolting on the wedge if that's the way you're going, and doing this whole swap out.
I mean, the simplicity of it is brilliant.
And then you get to test them. Yes. And let us know.
I'm excited about this.
As far as durability goes, I won't go into the specifics, but I've had them on my 1200 for almost a full year. I've fallen on both sides of them 10 or 15 times, just low speed crash stuff. The boxes are all beat up. These are nice brand new. Notice, nice brand new.
Ooh, not for long.
But the box is held up, the bracket holds up, the clamps are taking the weight. I really can't find anything wrong with them. So that's why I'm having people test them. Just to give them to somebody else who's not me and come back and say I broke it or I want to buy it.
I'm excited about this, guys. I think this is going to be a game changer for those that go off-road, want the soft. do city touring, quote unquote, and want the hard bags for that.
Let's see how fast we can switch them out, Steve.
All right, sounds like a plan. Done.
So look at the bracket up maybe a little bit closer. There's actually a couple things that were a challenge to figure out. First of all, I don't know if you can get in there, but there's a guide on the back side. So there's like a washer or a plate, and then our plate on top, and that creates the sandwich. So it holds the bracket in place. Also, Moscow Moto, again, I can't thank them enough. They allowed us to purchase the speed pin system. So this is actually from Moscow Moto. So I can order those, as many as I need, put them together. They are made in Lynchburg, right here down the road. It's a one family owned metal workshop. They thought I was absolutely crazy when I walked in with this stuff. The first one that he made for me was god awfully big. It was, no lie, it was this wide on both sides. It covered the whole outside frame. He's not a motorcyclist. He didn't understand that there is a weight issue. The whole system doesn't weigh any more than the regular system. One of the things that we had to adapt to, and that's why the thickness of the plate. We would like it thinner, but it's not really possible, and I'll show you. The next shot is, that's the thickness of the plate that's inserted into it. So you really can't get around it. It has to be strong enough. And quite frankly, I mean, I was a little nervous about making it too thin and having it break when people fall on it. So we really don't see it breaking.
I'm guessing the tins are going to take the hit before the bracket does.
Exactly. And we were also worried a little bit about it maybe damaging the wedge, because metal versus poly. But Moscow Moto said, go for it.
I'm really excited because to me, I like the security of the hard tins as opposed to the
soft stuff.
The safety of the soft stuff.
Yeah, I think it'll be actually a pretty good hit with the commuters who are using both systems.
So let's get these things on my bike so I can get to testing them.
Awesome. Let's go. Pull that one off. This one will go on. You already have the other one on, and you're ready to fly. Just that simple.
So tell them where we can find these things.
They will be available by Polydactyl Moto. The website should be up fairly soon after you see this video. It'll be a one-stop shop. Basically, we don't have other products right now, maybe more products in the future. That's where you're gonna get them.
For those of you that have the Moscow Moto bags, you probably already familiar with the quick release on the back. This is the version 1 that's got the lock on the back. The newer ones have the side cam action, which Mark's brackets actually work with. So let's take a closer look at what Mark from Polydactyl Moto came up with. So basically what you're getting is this machined aluminum bracket that you will bolt to your tins. 4 bolts. You have to drill 4 small holes. They go through their bolts. There's washers on the back and smooth finish nuts so that you don't have to worry about it tearing up your clothes on the inside. But it is a really cool design. Here's the locking mechanism. Very similar to the Moscow stuff. And it's got a little handle. This is a prototype. So this is like one of the first brackets they came up with. And I'm just thrilled that Mark let me beta test this thing, and I'm really thrilled. It's they're pretty neat. If you're one of those guys that switches between your tins and your soft bags, you should seriously consider one of these. This bracket, it may look simple, but Mark went through several different varieties trying to get it tweaked and tuned so that it would fit like a glove with the machinist. And I mean, it is pretty amazing how robust this thing is and the different spacers that are available for the different bags. It's a really nice product. Well, Mark, I can't thank you enough for this opportunity. I want to thank you guys from Moto Photo Adventures. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe and keep watching. And you know, if it takes you more than 4 hours to go from soft to hard, call your doctor.
All right.